What's up, YouTube? James Graves Rider. Making a little video about something I was just thinking about. And it's like that. It starts out like that, with a lot of people that make videos on a particular topic that they're thinking about. Here's the topic. It's about the sign Gemini, the zodiac sign Gemini. Gemini people. For quite some time, about 5 to 7, maybe close to 10, well, about 10 years now or a little bit longer. You guys have been going through some stuff. And it makes me wonder, spiritually, what's wrong with Gemini? Gemini seems to be afflicted by something, or attacked, or affected, or just puppet string manipulated lately. Not just lately, it's been for a while now. It's been for a while. And what really got me interested in making this video, because this is something I've wanted to talk about and something I've been aware of for quite some time now. The fact that Geminis seem to be not quite stable mentally. And I say that in a way where it's in relation to conversing with everyone else. They seem to be distracted. Almost as if there's some type of behind the scenes torment that's going on with Gemini. That's what I mean when I say mentally. It's like there's some things that they're going through that we just don't know about. And some of us may know about it. I know about some things that's going on with Gemini. And it has to do with a spiritual battle that's taking place. Because in the spirit world, and I'm not speaking from major experience, I haven't done a lot of studies, I'm speaking from life experiences, being around a Gemini, paying close attention, and I'm old enough to sum things together, put things together and figure things out. That the fact that Gemini is going through some spiritual battles right now, some attacks. And let me put it to you this way, from what I know. And I've been paying close attention, I've been listening, and I'm wanted to listen very well, very closely before I started talking and not know what I'm talking about. But I know what I'm talking about. I know very well what I'm talking about. In the spirit world, they pretty much want to get back to the living world. The ones that have passed on and haven't either finished what they were supposed to do, feel like that they were wrongly done, murdered, or something like that, and they just want to get back in. And you have those that want to get back in to cause trouble because they were trouble when they were here anyway, and they just want to cause trouble, and the only way they can do that is to get back into the living. So from what I've learned is this, is that particular sign, Gemini, that sign right there is vulnerable to manipulation. It's vulnerable to an invasion of a spiritual sort from the spiritual realm. Very, very vulnerable to that because of their dual-minded nature. So I would say that you would probably ask the question, why? Well, because Gemini has some traits that a being, if you want to call it, I like to stay very open-minded when I'm speaking about things like this. A being, because they are beings, and you can think whatever else you want to think that goes with that, but a being from a different realm sees Gemini as a useful tool. They're clever, they're manipulative, they switch their minds, they do all kinds of things. And that's exactly what a being from the spiritual world would want to encounter, to manipulate, to control, to get into, to be like, to reborn themselves as, if they wanted to come back ahead of time, or come back when they're not supposed to come back. That's the particular sign that they would want to enter into to do their thing. So I was watching the news just a minute ago, and there's a particular type of person that's in politics. And if you know who I'm talking about, this is a popular person. And this particular popular person has been lying a lot lately. A lot. I mean, lie after lie after lie, as if it's the truth. Now, I know Gemini will tend to do that to protect their inner child, to protect their inner self. Or it's just to get you to think whatever it is they want you to think for that moment, just so that they can do something with the right hand and not let the left hand know what it's doing, or vice versa, however way that saying goes. I'm not really a person that says those sayings too much, but you get what I'm saying, okay? They tell you what they want you to think, and then they're doing something else. It's highly deceptive, but it's a lie, and it just comes out naturally. So this person has been on TV, and they're in politics, and they've just been lying, lie after lie after lie, as if it's okay, like pouring a glass of water into another cup. It's done, and so it kind of makes me wonder, the state of our security. Not just that, because a lot of people at this point, and I'm included, I really don't care. I mean, yeah, we're kind of at the point now, like, fuck it. They want to fuck things up. Let them. And that comes from being so freaking um, oppressed in this country, to the point where you just don't give a shit about what the hell they do, and if it falls, it just fucking falls. Um, a lot of us are starting to just feel that way. You know, shit, if they fuck it up, let them. And honestly, it's like this. When you stop and think about that, when I stop and think about that, and I've thought about it, yeah, if things really do fuck up to that point, there is no recovery, I'm sure, because I'm sure that in this country there's a tipping point in which, when things do get fucked up, they're gonna be really fucked up, and nothing's gonna work, nothing's gonna run, nobody's gonna want to do anything, and nobody has a backup contingency plan to get themselves up and moving, because they've relied on this and they've relied on that, and one person's relied on the other. That's the problem in America. That's the problem in America. Too many people rely on other people. And technically, there's a bug on me. I hate it. I hate having to rely on the next person for my success. I hate that shit. Because the next person's not going to care. If they see that you're capable of doing better than them, do you really think they're going to care to help you out, even if it's by an ounce of effort? See? You're not going to do it. Let me cut this video short. But yeah, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. If you follow what I'm following, and you know what I'm saying, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's definitely something wrong, and it's just something that pay attention to. If you know what I'm talking about, if you know who I'm talking about, just you know exactly what I'm saying is true. There's something really, really wrong, and we need to pay attention to that and come up with our own contingency plans to make it, because don't rely on the everyday things that we have today to keep on going. And you know exactly what I mean. The things that you need to live with, the things that you need to make it to from point A to point B. It's not always going to be exactly just like this. And the only way that they're keeping it going in this country right now, the only way things are being kept going, and the honest truth is by depopulation. Look at Texas. And if you don't believe me, check out some of the videos in Texas where there are some parts of the city. This guy rode through the city on a scooter, electric scooter. He went from building to building to underground little structures, within the building, different hallways and stuff. And he went outside the building, rode through the courtyards and stuff. No one. There was no one there, and it was middle of the day. I don't know. I don't care if it was the weekend. I didn't see but one or two people, and this is downtown Dallas, Texas. Where is everybody? See, it's going to be like this. One day we're going to wake up and there's going to be so many people not here. You know why that is? Because they want to shrink the economy to make it look like, just to keep the goddamn shit in the grocery store. That's all it's about. To make you feel like everything's okay. Don't panic. We fixed the economy. The economy is good right now. Job growth is good right now. Everything's strong right now. Yeah. So many people have been killed off. That's what it is. And you can only supply but for so many people. The limited number of people that have been left behind. Shout out to Hawaii. Don't get on the barges. Don't, if you're watching this video in Hawaii, let me say it so Google picks up my voice when I'm talking about Hawaii and FEMA barges. I'm going to say it again. Hawaii, FEMA barges, because you know when you speak certain things in your video, it shows up on other people's timeline and stuff. FEMA, Hawaii, FEMA barges. I'm going to keep saying it so the software picks up what I'm saying. Don't get on them. And I know it's already been sent out to Hawaii, and those people have probably gotten on them. And I guarantee you, we will never hear and see from those people no more. Their cell phones got confiscated, taken. We may get some videos. If y'all see some videos, send me a video. Just copy the link, send it in the comment description of some videos of Hawaii. And I know I'm a little bit off topic, but this is something that we should follow because it already happened in Texas. And there are people missing. You don't believe me? All right, how many people of you that are not younger, okay, I don't mean to bash anyone, but y'all younger people need to catch up on what's going on in this world so quickly, because if you don't, you're just blind. You're stepping out of high school and thinking, hey, I'm into the world. The world has been so fucked up since before you got out. It has. You just need to know what the hell is going on before you become a victim and no one knows and you're just thinking that's just the way life is. No, it's not just the way life is. They done fucked shit up when you got out of high school, before you got out of high school. They fucked it up. And it's still being fucked up. And they're trying to incorporate you into ignorance. That's why they want to legalize marijuana. So you can stay ignorant. Stay stupid. Not realize what the fuck that's happening to you. I'm on the video. I'm doing the video. Alright. But there's a beep bothering me. What I want to tell you is this. Where was I? Yeah, you young kids, when an older person these days try to tell you something, listen. We have seen the beginning of a lot of things. We were here before shit went down. We were here before things existed, before Twitter existed, before Facebook existed, before YouTube was created. And don't take this attitude where that old man don't know what he's talking about, that old woman don't know what he's talking about. No, when we tell you something that you need to listen to, when we tell you something, we try to warn you about something, about what you shouldn't do in life, goddamn, you better listen. Alright? Because you have no idea the magnitude of the things that have happened before you stepped out of high school, or while you were still in high school, or while you were growing up, and if you're still in high school now, or if you're watching this and you're in middle school. Before you have no idea what's done happened. So when an older person tries to correct you and try to tell you not to do something, don't rebel. There is a good reason, and we can't explain it to you in one sentence. We cannot explain it to you in one sentence. Just best believe, there's some things you don't know about that if you follow down the path and act a certain way that you're acting, that it's going to lead to trouble, or it's going to be the result of something that was done that caused you to act that way, for you to end up in a situation that you're going to end up in that we can see. And you can't see because you're new to this game of life. You're new. You are new, and you have no idea what you're doing. I just want to tell that to a lot of the younger people out there. You have no idea. Don't rebel when an older person says don't do something. Because there's you want to know why? Because we know why. put it that way. We know why. And if you want to be ignorant and try to figure things out for yourself, be my guest. But you best believe, you better shouldn't. You better take a sit down and wait a moment, and maybe you'll get to figuring out why. Because it can't be explained to you in one breath as to why you shouldn't be doing this or why you shouldn't do that. But let me get off that subject. But back to the subject of what's wrong with Geminis. Yeah, there's something wrong with Geminis. I don't mean that from a crazy standpoint, like they're crazy. It's just they've been afflicted, affected, hijacked, if you will, spiritually. And why? Well, okay, what does the Bible say? We're in the end times. Now, if the spirit world was to do this and do that, and there are different realms, there's different realms that we don't know about, that we don't see. There's different realms of existence. There's not just the spirit world, because, if you think about it, and if you know some things, and I'm not going to sit here and try to explain it all to you and expect for you to get it in one breath, because you're not. There's a lot that you don't know, but there are different levels of existence. Dimensionally, there's physical different. Third dimension is the dimension that we're in. There's different levels of existence that intelligence exists, and it is said that the spirit world is also an intelligence, a type of existence for an intelligence that we know as a spirit. What gets me is that people so easily believe and accept the spirit world, but when you start talking aliens to them, it's like they've been brainwashed to act a fool and go left field. And then turn around while you run into the left field and call me crazy. Bitch, you better stop and realize when I try to tell you something that I know what I'm talking about. Okay? I'll put it to you this way in one breath, because it really irks the hell out of me when I try to tell somebody something about an alien and they go all flipping fucked in the mind and think Hollywood and think a dripping, growling thing. God damn it, get that shit out your mind. Get that fucking shit out your goddamn mind, because an alien would be something of not this world that grew up on a different planet, and they using a cell phone talking about shit I'm talking about right now. But they're a little bit different because they grew up in a different place, like I'm a different race. That's an alien, motherfucker. I gotta put it to you that way because it just gripes my nerves when you try to say something to somebody about an alien, and it's like they've been brainwashed it's like they've been brainwashed to react a certain way and then turn around and call you crazy. But you believe in a spirit now, and you can't see a spirit. You crazy, motherfucker. You crazy. You believe in a goddamn ghost, and you can't even see a ghost. A ghost ain't got no matter. It ain't got no nothing. But you believe in a ghost. When I try to tell you there's another being out there on another planet somewhere that has made a starship and has traveled to different places, and they got cell phones, they got computers, and they can visit us, and you call me crazy. Motherfucker. And you believe in a ghost. Okay. See, I can rant. I can rant if I want to. I can get a little deeper in this. I can get a little better in this. I can get a little more sophisticated than what I'm ranting right now. But right now I'm sort of like at a low level rant. It's just one of those days. And I'm at 18 minutes right now. And this video better get some views at 18 minutes. But yeah, there's something wrong with Gemini. And I don't say that in a way where it's putting you guys down. But we need to look at the situation. There is a thing that's going on globally right now. And this thing that's going on globally wants to attack us all. It wants to attack us all. And there's many different entry points into this life. There's many different entry points into this existence that we call Earth, that people want to call hell. But if I think about it, and knowing what I know, Earth is heaven. Okay? You think being in a spirit realm is supposed to be heaven because that's what you were taught from the Bible. But from what I know, the spirit realm probably has no borders. It probably has no borders. Do you understand what that means? Think about it. I'm outside right now, and there's nothing flying by me competing for space. There's nothing brushing up against me. There's no other person, no other being bumping me out of my seat. Because I'm sitting in a chair with a tree behind me, with birds chirping, and I'm in my own free space right now, and I have to walk a really good distance to bump into another person. I don't see another person right now, to be honest. I don't see nobody. This is heaven. I got my drink. See? I got my drink. I'm about to smoke me a little cigarette, my cigar. This is heaven. So when you try to say this is hell, maybe in certain places it can be because people make it that way. But if you're the kind of person, and I want to say this to the people out there that want to believe in flat earth theory, don't believe in that damn flat earth theory, because that's to set you up to get yourself killed. Because it's going to psychologically put you in a prison where you think that even when you're outside, you're not, and you're under some sort of caged rat experiment. We're not living on a flat earth. It can't exist that way. No. And I've already explained that in my other video. It cannot exist that way. Look up in the sky. Every other celestial thing up there is round. So is this. We're not living on a flat earth. Okay? Space has no ground. Okay? No, don't work that way. It's just that we're so damn tiny to the point that you can't imagine anything else other than that. You can't see a curve. No matter how high you go, you have to get really far away from the planet to see the whole thing. You know the Earth is round when a satellite goes up into space. All right, go to the video where the dude jumps out of a air balloon and he's way up near the edge of space, and he's in a helium balloon and he's wearing a suit. What is it? The Red Bull. He was on a Red Bull commercial, Red Bull advertisement or something. Anyway, he went up and he jumped out. He was almost in space, but he was so high up to the point he could look around. All right, when that camera was panning around the horizon, when it was looking around and you could see the Earth in 360, or any other video you see, in 360 degrees, wasn't that horizon rounded? Listen to me. When the camera goes up in space and it turns around and it shows you the Earth from below, aren't what you seeing around that edge? When you go around, that's round, isn't it? You get what I'm saying? It ain't squared. It doesn't go on to infinity. Okay, there's a point in which you can't see it no more. And if you keep going around, then you're looking around. That means you're looking at the top part of a ball. Common sense. People trying to trick you. Why? Because they want to kill you one day. Get you goddamn depressed on opioids and kill your fucking self. That's why they put that flat earth theory out there. It's just another way to control your ass to get you up out of here. So they can keep shit in the store. So you can keep going to the store, they can keep controlling you, and keep the economy just like it is, and nothing ever changes. As old as I am, I'm living out in the country, and this place has not fucking changed except for a Dollar General. That's it. Dollar General. That's what we got new out here in the country. Dollar General. And Walmart's moved a few times. Twice. Now it's a super center. That's it. That's it. And I will tell you, there is one state in America that's doing really good economically, but I don't think they want me to tell you what state that is. I know what state is doing the best in America, but I'm not going to tell you. Because there's a reason they don't talk about it. There's a reason I'm not going to talk about it. I'll visit, but I'm not going to tell you. They don't want it to be known, so just leave it like that. There must be a reason for it. Got to have one state that's the best. And there's one state in America that's doing so damn good right now. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. But everywhere else in America is falling. It's falling fast. They're wiping out people just to keep shit in the stores. And it's not like because it's all about control. And see, there's a fear coming too. There's a fear that we're running out of oil. There's a fear that we're running out of oil. That's why Elon Musk is really trying hard to push this electric car thing, because he knows it's behind schedule. Man, we should have had an electric car already by now. Fully electric, but they tried to back in I think it was the 90s. GM tried to do it. And some fools that want to keep everything under control and controlling everybody just wanted to keep using oil, and they destroyed a bunch of electric cars from way back in the day. They look like a Ford Probe. That's what they look like. Those electric cars that GM made back in the day. looked like a Ford probe, and they destroyed a bunch of them. And if they had to put those out, then we would have all still been passing along electric cars to our kids right about now. But that didn't happen. So, for you out there, all those of you that kind of didn't understand where my mindset is, now you kind of understand where my mindset is. And today, it's not a very good day for me to really talk today. I'm not very, I'm sort of like chillaxed right now. Chillaxed. I'm chillaxed. I never really talk this much unless I'm talking on the radio. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to mention. If you don't believe me, well, you would have to know the before effect. But those of you that know about CB radio, this is what I meant to mention. I got off on something else. I started talking about something else. If you've ever talked on CB radio as a child, and you're older, or you've ever experienced CB radio at least 10 years ago, or more than 10 years back, get on it now. And this will be proof to you that a lot of people aren't here no more. A lot of people aren't here no more. They're gone. They're gone. You get on CB radio, you can hear Skip from different places coming in. And it's strange now because it's doing it in a way that I've never experienced it as a child. I've always experienced Skip coming in from the south, or either from the west, or either from the north, or either from further away, but never the entire country at the same time. That's what it's doing now, and that leads me to believe that they're doing something with HARP. I knew about HARP way back then, and I know about it now, and there's some things being said about HARP and what it's doing. And I honestly believe that HARP is doing something to the ionosphere that's causing the skip conditions to be unusually broad. You can receive stuff. I can turn around and hear somebody in Pennsylvania, and turn around and hear somebody in Texas, and then hear somebody in California. It's never been that way. It's always been one direction or the other. You know, from the south, from the west, or from the north only. Now it's all over the country. But the thing about the population I'm trying to tell you is this. There's hardly anybody on there no more. It used to be so crowded. And it's not that, like, people got rid of them. I'm saying this is like base station units that used to be on there. And man, you get on there, you couldn't get a word in inchwise. You'd have to have an amplifier to talk. You still do, but it was super crowded. I'm talking, that was the internet back in the day, man. Before there was the internet, there was CB radio, and that was your internet. You'd be on that thing from morning time to night talking, and that was the internet back then. And it's like it's so sporadic now. There's so few people, especially in the Louisiana area. There used to be some stations coming out of Louisiana and all those southern states and Texas and Mississippi. Now since Katrina came along, they all got wiped out. And we all know that a lot of people are missing. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. We've taken a step back, population-wise. They're talking about overpopulation. This ain't no damn overpopulation. I can go stand out in the highway right now. Well, not right now, because it's Saturday. But I can go outside stand on my highway at night, and not a car will go by in 5 minutes. Technically, now I can go out there, and cars go by in groups. They don't go by there's not a lot of people anymore. You can even look at the Bike Week videos and see that from 2000 up until now, 2018, the crowd has thinned out. It's like people have vanished. I try to tell young people this, and they look at me like, I hate that. Somebody older tries to tell you something and you haven't. But it's not your fault. You can't connect on anything I'm trying to tell you. But a lot of people are gone. A lot of people are missing. But there's something wrong with Gemini. And we need to, if you know a Gemini, try to help them out, okay? Try to help them out, because that's the key right there. One particular zodiac sign, if they're infiltrated, they can cause problems for us all. And right now it's Gemini. So we need to kind of look out for them and hold their hand a little bit and do a little something for them and make up for their wrongs and make up for their things that they aren't quite doing exactly the way they should be doing. So yeah, I'm trying to talk over right now. Just do as I say, and let me come to the end of this video right here that I'm trying to make on YouTube. This video I'm trying to make on YouTube right now. This video I'm trying to make on YouTube right now. So let me just go ahead and end this video. Thanks for watching this video. Click the like button, hit subscribe, and check out my next video. This is James Gray Ezrati, y'all. What's up? What's up?